Will Doctor Strange face off against a secret big bad in his first MCU flick? We went to set and got us some deets for today's Nerdist news. When Mads Mikkelsen was announced as the main baddie in Doctor Strange, we were delighted. I mean, the guy oozes evil, a perfect choice for Mephisto, or Blackheart, or Nightmare, or Strange's biggest bad of all, Dormammu. But we were left shocked when we learned that he'd be playing Caecilius, a villain so minor we had to immediately Google him. Turns out he was a henchman for Baron Mordo in the comics, a character who hasn't even become a bad guy yet in the first Strange movie. So with so many great, wild, and weird villains in the Strange canon, we were a little bummed. I mean, Mads Mikkelsen rules and everything. So only a little bummed, but still. So just to be sure, we here at Nerdist sent our very own Dan Casey all the way to foggy old London to visit the Doctor Strange set and tell us if there was a secret big bad hiding in the wings, and lo and behold, it sounds like there is. Ladies and gents, the Dread One himself, Dormammu, is probably coming to the big screen after all. Give me that demonic dance hall horn. Yeah. Hell yeah. See, for those who don't know, Dormammu is arguably the greatest Doctor Strange villain of all. He's the Lord of the Realm of Darkness, a god king of an otherworldly, hellish dark dimension. He's metal as and from the sound of it, Caecilius is working for him, making Mads the Sauron to Dormammu's Sauron. As director Scott Derrickson put it during the set visit, I always loved the Sauron idea of Lord of the Rings. You never see Sauron except, I think, in the prologue, but what a presence and what a power, and we do more than that with this other dimensional power. Damn! So not only is Derrickson confirming that Mads is working for a darker, otherworldly force, it sounds like we'll be getting quite a bit of old Dormy in the flick, which is great. But how will Dormammu factor into the plot of Doctor Strange, which already has to fit in an origin story, the introduction of magic to the MCU, an explainer on alternate dimensions, a love story with Rachel McAdams' night nurse, and the fall of Baron Mordo.
And Infinity Stones!
And an Infinity Stone. Well, as we've known for a while now, Caecilius is a fallen member of the Ancient One's Kamar Taj, who's abandoned his teacher in order to seek more power by merging darker dimensions with our own. We're guessing that similar to Ronan the Accuser's powwows with Thanos, we'll see Dormammu a few times as Caecilius communes with his otherworldly Dark Lord. But unlike Thanos, we think we've seen some evidence in past trailers, like this blue blast of energy overwhelming New York during the final battle, that Dormammu could battle Strange himself, and who might be playing the Dread One. I mean, the dude is a pretty major villain. Feels like we'd have heard about an actor by now, am I right? Yeah? Well, maybe we have. Check out the cast list on those Doctor Strange posters. We've got the usual suspects: Benedict, Chiwetel, Tilda, but wait a minute, Benjamin Bratt? Whoa, nobody told us Bratt was gonna be in this flick, and in a big enough role to make the credit block on the posters. Well, let's just say the guy's no stranger to voice performances. He was the villain in Despicable Me 2, and it was a good movie. And what better way to hide an actor's role than to squirrel him away on a mocap stage or in a voice recording studio? There's no other way to do Dormammu anyway. The dude is literally a humanoid fireball. But what do you guys think? Are you psyched to see Dormammu in Doctor Strange? Do you think he'll face off with the good doctor this November, or will he wait it out until Doctor Strange 2? Let's discuss it with the man who went to the set himself, Dan Casey, live over at twitch.tv/Nerdist today at 3 p.m. Be there! And hey, have you grabbed yourself a copy of Warcraft on Blu-ray and 4K Ultra UHD yet? If you've yet to book your return trip to Azeroth, let me remind you that it's in Dolby Atmos with moving audio, meaning if you've got a premium sound setup at home, you can experience the action epic with insane, deep 3D sound that just might convince your brain that the Horde is invading your living room. I don't know about you, but that's pretty much all we could ever hope for. So if you're like us, you'll want to grab that Warcraft Blu-ray ASAP. And lucky you, it's available right now with Dolby Atmos moving audio, so you can.